Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 134. This video was originally streamed live on YouTube on December 8th, 2024. I hope you enjoy the video. There can be a good 10-second difference in stream time between PC and mobile. Interesting. That's very weird. Yeah, someone did the dad joke. The dad joke bot. I tried taking some high-resolution photos of local farmland, but they all turned out a bit grainy. But all right, Brazilian, go enjoy your pizza. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's go get the rest of those trees taken out. Oop, and apparently pick up some more of the stone that we mined. Isekai yourself. No, Truck Coon. The air is looking gorgeous. Why, thank you, Vitor. Right. I think I won't worry too much about getting more of this, because we got plenty of pine seeds. Pine cones, as they were. Alright. Let's get this guy out of here, too. I wanted to grab some sand, that's right. Now, for these guys, I will just relocate these. I'll dig them out. And then we'll relocate them later, I suppose. And I'll fill this sand back in. I'll just do that right now before I forget, actually. And in fact, we'll need some more sand for this place. Really? Don't mess with me, hyenas. Don't. It's bad for your health. Yeah, I think like given that we live in a place that will be made partly of wood, we wouldn't want to have the mounds here, the termite mounds. Just a bad idea. Okay. Oh, interesting. So they can be attached to the side of a block too, or they need to be relieved like they're stone. Take this one out too. After we relieve it, apparently. Oh, games. Video games, you so silly. How do I think the build will look with the new lighting? Probably not a whole lot different. It'd probably look a little bit more saturated. So we should get some more vibrant colors, perhaps. I'm kind of hoping that some of the glare, like this is the like lowest level of bloom enabled, and it's like blinding. So I might want to hope for that to be toned down a little bit. Oh, hello. Let's get rid of you. Okay. Trees, no more. It's treason. Take that. Hello, Madlower Hubris. Welcome. You're late joining. Well, that is A-okay as long as you're doing what you want to do. The downside of getting so much done before the new brick varieties are available. To a point. I think there are certain applications in this build where I could certainly see myself using some of those new brick types. But by and large, I kind of envisioned this with the existing block set. So I'm not super concerned about like missing out on anything. I'm pretty happy with where this is going already. So I think that the new brick types will enhance what we can do. Would maple syrup be a good addition to the game? I'm going to say no, actually. And here's why. The game has enough food. We like, everyone who's like, oh, you should try this new cooking mod. It adds like 5,000 foods. I'm like, no, thank you. Like, there are so many kinds of food in this game. We just really don't need more. And it's not, like, it's not my passion. Cooking in real life, yes, it's a passion. Cooking in a game, no. As a Canadian, maple syrup is a must. I can see that being a requirement. Hey there, Narrowgrand. Welcome back. I think it's been a while since I've noticed you in chat here. But good to see you again. I'm going to take a pause here and hydrate and adjust my headset, so be right back in just a second. Okay. Hydration achieved, headset adjusted, stuck in window, check. Alright. Let's put away some of these sticks, too. Do not need all of these sticks. Just some of them. While we're here, I'm also going to go check on the steel processing over here. I believe they should be about done. Can't see them. All right. Yes, there's no more smoke coming up, so let's grab... Ooh, getting low on brown coal there. I'm slowly building up an idea of what our next chore stream is going to be. Sacrilege maple syrup is always required. Not enough food, no pizza, no sandwiches. I do think you should be able to add red meat to eggs. Eggs and even onions, like egg and onions. So you can have like a full breakfast of like eggs, onions, and bacon. That's the one thing I want. The one thing. The only thing. That's all I ever asked. Okay, so that's good to go. I think we're done here. Don't think I need anything else from this particular place. All right, the cow's still there. All right, our chicks are growing up, so we don't need to feed them again. Yeah, let's go and do the stuff. Sortilege. Okay. So for... Yeah, you know what I'll do? Is I'm going to start with some of the floor stuff today. I want to get in some of these patterns over in our other arms here, so that I can figure out where we need the ground to be for everything. And that may involve shuffling some sand around. In fact, I guarantee it will. We're going to need a bunch more of all these kinds of blocks here. Most of these three. Let's put away the extra flint that we don't need. Let's get our rough cut chisel. Again, with the wrong bin. Every single time, I pick the wrong bin. Alright, let's do some of these back here first. Sortilege is a maple whiskey. Interesting. Will Tyrant overhaul the nutrition system? I have no idea. I think he's not going to, actually. So he's been suggested to add a thirst system in, and he has pretty vehemently opposed that. He does not think a thirst system is necessary. And neither do I. Frankly, I agree with that. I think if this was a much more like zombie survival, constant pressure kind of game, like say The Forest, then sure. But as it stands, I don't think this game needs or should have a thirst system. If that's the kind of thing you want to play with, because you want to add as a mod, go for it. I won't stop you, but I don't want to see it in the base game. You love rice? We do have rice in the game. Although we don't really have any rice dishes. Like, you can make rice bread. You can make rice porridge. Which I guess, like, if you make a rice porridge with, say, cabbage and onion, I guess you could sort of say that it's basically fried rice with veggies. But you can't add meat to it, which is kind of weird. I think I'll finish off this block with the finished stones, or the polished stones, and then we'll get a fresh rough cut chisel, and we'll do a couple more of these guys. In expanded food, you can make fried rice. Nice. Yeah, I think as far as that goes, like, I don't want to see more foods, but maybe if he updated the names of some foods. Wrong bin. I always go for the bottom bin. I don't know what it is. But I don't think I want to see more food, but if you change the name of some of the foods, and maybe even some of the visual presentation of them, I'd be okay with that. You know, if you make rice porridge, then instead of being porridge, just becomes fried rice. And maybe porridge will only happen if you make the rice with water, so you'd make a soup. You think Vanilla's cooking is trying to make to avoid an ultimate combo food thing? I mean, yeah, that's true. I kind of see that happening as well. But I think it already does, because you can only put 4 things in food anyway. And typically, 2 of them have to be the same type. So 2 protein or 2 vegetable. The only exception is soup, but then you're replacing one of them with water anyway. And I find soup to be really not compelling as an option in this game. I was watching someone play, and they made a bowl of, like, oh, it was like, I don't know, onion soup with like turnip and carrot, and it was like 400 satiation. Like, why am I eating all the time? Like, because you're making soup. Risotto. There we go. All right, that should be good. I sure hope it is. Still medium. Ah, I got the right chest this time. Finally. Alright, so let's get our digging tools out. And you know what else we could do? We could also build out these bits as well. So we'll bring along some of the ashlar as well. I've said as well a couple times in a row now. Stop now, Curzar. Oh, I need to have one free hand, so we'll just do that. We'll use up these first. Ooh, we can also have a bite to eat. 2 cheese equals fondue. Yeah, I think the best combo, if you're looking to completely maximize your nutrition, your best bet is to do. Oh, it's like a meat stew of any kind of meat with cabbage and some kind of fruit. So preferably breadfruit if you can, although that does make it where if you're using red meat, you won't be able to eat a single bowl in one sitting. It's too much satiation. I gotta look at this, by the way. So we're gonna do, all right, so 1, 2, 3, then that. This one comes out 1 more. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I got this. You know what we could do? Write it in the book. Put this here temporarily. Alright. So page 4. Alright, so bays. We'll do 8x8 bays. 8x8 bays. They're not really 8x8, but whatever. So garden. So 3 blocks out. Then curve, and then patio, 5 blocks, and this will be polished, then curve. Okay. And now I have no room. Perfect. Swap this. Yeah, so you do the red meat, red meat or poultry with cabbage and a fruit, And then for your other, you do cheese pies. That gets you everything in 2 meals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like so. Pick up the sand from here. And then we start the curve. I'm going to do one of these by itself, just to make sure it looks right. And then we'll move on from there. I think we'll probably do all these floor patios first, and then we'll come through and do all the gardens. So just take a look here. I think that's right. So bear in mind, it looks different from here because this is covered by a few more blocks. It's covered by, I think, 3 blocks, maybe just 2. But they're going to be flush with the entrance right here. So 2 blocks. Okay, so we zoom in here. See 1, 2, 3, and then covered up 2. So this is the correct dimension. Let's rest. A burger pie could be another addition. Narrowground Seraph is too smooth-brained to understand how condiments and spices work. Oh, that was in response to a adding spices for different effects. I've seen that suggested. I think one of the either Wildcraft or Culinary Artillery adds herbs and spices that can do what you're suggesting, which is they modify the food a bit. All right, still a bit dark out, but that's fine. Over on this side. Yeah, today I think we're gonna get some serious building done. We got all the supplies we need, I think. So let's go ahead and get this done. Yeah, baby. All right. I think for these, I'll take them one bay at a time, just because I might run out of the materials. Oops, that's not the right one. Get back in my inventory, you. Wildcraft herbs adds them. Okay. Is that a separate addition, like a separate part of Wildcraft, or is that just like the herbs in Wildcraft does that? Do that. The herbs does that. Good heal. All right, let's knock this back a little bit. In fact, let's just knock back enough for what we're doing today, and then we'll worry about the rest later. Oh, I forgot to get you. Oh, no. Uh-oh. You're already full on sand. The herbs module. Okay, so it's a separate portion you have to install. Just like Real Life DLC. You gotta add the herbs module to your garden if you want them. Oops. Snad. Boop. Here we go. Yeah, we could do... I don't want to. I was gonna say, we could go and fill in that lake over there, but that's more running, so... we'll just make do for now. It's 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay. Probably should have left like one more inventory slot open. Oh, we gotta go. Alright, let's go run back. We'll put away a couple things here. Or, we can start down here and empty one more of these while we're at it. Oops. Oops. Oh, there's a hole down here somewhere. Now these will become stone, but I don't want to commit to that just yet. I mean, I do want to commit to it, just... I don't want to swap back and forth between blocks that I'm placing. Alright, we'll go dump some of the sand off, and then we'll come back, we'll get stone from that. Go goodness. Too much sand. Hey there, Moon Shadow. Welcome back to the stream. Calzamar did 2 meat, 2 cabbage. That was a mistake. Yeah, that's a little too much. If you do it with poultry, I think it's doable. But if you're just doing red meat, yeah, it's sandstone stone. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put the book back for now, because I think I know what I'm doing with it. Or without it. So I'm not super concerned about that. Yeah, let's go dig out that ruin. We'll plop down some more build stuff here. Build stuff. Materials. I know words. I have a degree in English. We have 1 block for Pan-Era fodder. Could always get old crates, fill them with sand, and use that as landfill by the dock entrance. Yeah. Oh, we're actually out. Wow. Okay. Well, can make room like this. I lied, I can't. Plop this over here. There we go. So what we could do in order to make some more inventory space is we could start on the gardens here, although we are pretty close to the end of this, so let's just do that. Not like that. Hey there, Soneru. Welcome. Inventory full. Error. Does not compute. Gosh, I hope I have more shovels in the crate. I think I do, or in the trunk. I'm pretty sure we do have more shovels, but we'll see. Hey. Okay, there's that. And 1 more bay to go. Space Engineer's inventory full. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling so well. Have you guys, I know this might be a departure from what this channel is typically about, but I did start with some Space Engineers videos way back in the day. And they were just like, they were so I could show friends, because at the time I didn't have a good way of like giving them the videos, like manually. But has anybody been keeping up with the Space Engineers 2 news coming out? They've been making videos about the Allerguests, or is it Allergest or Allerguest? I think it's Allerguest system. Let's just start the first one of these up here. So this one comes out 1 block less. It comes over, is otherwise the same. And we should have 2 blocks to the end. Perfect. I'm also going to go ahead and do this, because this is how this is designed originally. So we'll just get that down and out of the way. Yeah, I'm fairly excited for Space Engineers 2. I think one of the problems they had with SE1 is that I think they kind of built themselves into a bit of a corner, because they went really hard on the technical aspects of the game and didn't leave much room for like making it a game rather than a really cool tech demo. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved Space Engineers and I played a lot of it, but there's nothing to do. Like, sure, survive, build, Well, now I've built. Now what? I built this really cool spaceship. What can I do with it? Well, you can fly it. Well, what do I do when I fly it? Well, you go places. I'm like, yeah, but what do I do with those places? Nothing? Oh. Are there enemies? Oh, sure. Great. Can I fight them? Well, you can. I can, but I hear there's a but in there. But what? Well, repairing your ships is a real pain. Oh, how bad of a pain? You may as well just tear it down and start from scratch. Really that bad, huh? Like, it was that level of, like, this game needs something. So, hello, AG. Welcome. You know, I knew someone in college who went by the name AG. Maybe you're that person. I don't know. Need a printer system. Yeah, one of my earliest videos is a giant printer. I was even able to print fairly large ships on it. The only problem was that, depending on how the ship was designed, there were certain structures that couldn't be printed. Like if you had like something sticking forward from a back wall, the printer couldn't print it unless it had some kind of sprue or other block. Oh, we're actually out of ashlar. Wow. Okay. Well, let's dig out these. We'll put in the floor of sandstone rock. And then we'll go get the ashlar, and then we'll also drop some of the sand in the oasis, or in the thing over there. Probably not, says AG. You need a printer system in Space Engineers, and you need a grinder. Like, you need to have a grinder pit. I ended up... typically, I would have a printer, like a small ship printer, and then a small ship grinder. Where you could just, like... Any ship that was, like, less than, I think, 8x8 large ship blocks, which each large ship block is 2.5 meters. You just sort of dump the ship in there and go. It would grind it up. The only problem with that was that when they changed how batteries worked, it used to be that when you ground down batteries, you get the materials back. But because they then changed batteries to start with some charge, you could kind of cheese it and get some free charge out of your batteries by grinding them and rebuilding them. So they decided that batteries would give you back scrap. Well, then you're losing, I think, nickel and cobalt, or nickel and silicon, which, granted, they're really easy to come by in the game. You can get it from just rocks, like regular old rock. But it was a bit of a pain then to actually tear your ships down. I think my crowning achievement in Space Engineers was I built a ship. I used Whiplash 141's thruster control script for thrusters on rotors, and I built a true large ship vertical takeoff and landing exploration ship with like a fully upgraded refinery and assembler. It might even have had two. I forget. But it used, I think, no hydrogen. Yeah, I think I avoided using hydrogen because like hydrogen just burns so fast. But it was able to take off and land on every single planet, every single moon, and could handle space just fine because it was a combination of ion and atmospheric thrusters. Hey there, Luthia Nightwolf. Good to see you. I'm used to seeing you over on Discord. Not here so much, but welcome back to your first stream in a while. You were playing, but just stopped to eat. Awesome. Well, I hope you like eating sand. We're eating sand today. Sand pies, sand cakes, sandwiches, and sandwich witches. Which sandwich witches? I hear you ask. In my head, I suppose. You're over there to drop off pics on Discord? Awesome. I feel like there's a worthwhile tongue twister to be made out of sand and witches. Which sand witches bewitch the sand? You know, something like that. Which sand witches got rich by bewitching the sand ditch? Did I go Methalox? Oh, in Space Engineers? Is that an option now? Or is it like a mod? There in the vanilla game, as far as I'm aware, there's no Methalox option for fuel. Your options are ion thrusters, which are fully electric driven. Then there are atmospheric, which are also electric driven, and there's hydrogen, which is burn hydrogen. And actually, most of them can be run via hydrogen because they're hydrogen generators too, where you can use, burn that to make electricity. But I always found that was suboptimal. Although, I will say, when I stopped playing Space Engineers, it was right after they introduced like a real scarcity of uranium. So you used to be able to mine uranium on planets and moons, and they changed it to only appear in asteroids, which I think was kind of weird. I mean, we got plenty of uranium here on Earth. Like, why can't I get it on the planets or the moons? But they wanted to change it to make uranium like more of an end game thing. But it ended up becoming just a never thing. Because to get it, you had to either mine asteroids, where you get like basically none of it per asteroid. In my time playing back in the era, I found exactly one asteroid ever. This is including using a toolbox application to literally search the generated asteroids in my game. There was one asteroid with about 50 kilograms of uranium once it was refined, which is nothing. And I was like, hey, this is dumb. I kind of stopped. I don't really stop playing because of that. But I ended up getting tired of the endless sandbox. Witches, sand winches, wow, witches, winch sandwiches. Oh, you haven't played Space Engineers? The guy from Saturn hasn't played Space Engineers. Something sounds suspicious about that. Are you a fellow human too? Hello, my fellow humans. They have alien tech. All right. So we need a few more pieces of ashlar. I'm going to go pop some sand into the lake over here. Lies in your house of God? Inertialist drive from the Outsiders. They kind of have that. I mean, there are warp drives you can make. Or, sorry, they call them jump drives. They're not. I mean, they're inertialist, but they're basically teleports. So, all right, we're gonna push some of this back a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'll plop this in here. I think this particular goes to a bit of that. Yeah, this one's probably going to make contact with this, and that's fine. We can have like a little, something different. Breaking up symmetry can really bring out a build sometimes, so I'm not too sad about that. Perfect. If I had one wish about building like terraforming, I wish you could pick up grass and just place it. That'd be nice. Because you can't otherwise get grass growing on sand or grapple outside of World Gen. Our resident alien from Saturn is saying you don't have. It's not like you don't have SE on your wish list on Steam, but you've been playing Stellaris and then Future Story comes along. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right, buddy. Calm down. Yeah, try doing that with Bullseye. I would never have made those shots. We have plenty of uranium on Earth, but the asteroids might actually have higher densities. True, yeah. Well, density that's accessible. Yeah, you're right about that. And that's I think how Space Engineers assumes it. But I mean, you can, if you want, literally dig through the entire planet, and you'll find 0 uranium. Where you get out of here? I want to get this body out of the way. All right. Sheesh. Alright. Bones. Farewell. Fill this bad boy in. It probably makes more sense to like not fill this in and fill in, you know, fill it in once I get to actually doing it, but I want to get the water out of the way. You're right, I could use red-topped grass, although I think it's kind of hard to find in the south, as I recall. I don't really recall seeing it, but then again, I really don't look for it. It's not the most exciting flower in the game. Which is just dead hyena tendril. Yikes. Someone bad must have been here. Sure wasn't me. I love all animals totally equally. Oh man, this looks cool. I can't wait to see some of these growing up above too. That'd be really neat. Just turn this into a really wild green oasis in the desert. Alright, let's pop the sand in here. Oh dear. It's time for crate number 4. I think we're getting to the end of what we can store in here. Oh boy. And we have that. I'm just going to pop... Oh, I'm going to pop this guy over here. Don't really need it. And you as well. And the fat can go in here. And we need another box. So, we do have one. Sweet. Just wanted one, please. And I think I can make this work by just doing that. Yeah. More sand. Vitor says there must be some special grass extracting tool. Oh, probably. Yeah, there's probably a mod for it. Indubitably. Alright. It is dinner time. There we go. Wow, we burned through all that. That's... Yep. Okay, I'm going to write down a note here. Let's see. Chores for next week, or this week. Is we need mortar. Some part of chores. We need sandstone slabs, or pallets. We need andesite pallets. If I could spell it, but I can't. Let's see. And then we need... Yeah, it should be good. I guess we don't need sandstone pallets. Just the andesite. Okay. So let's do some more of the chisels, which I'll grab from the correct bin the first time. Ha ha ha. Look at that. I'm learning. Turns out you can teach a dumb dog new tricks. Alright, actually let's make some ashlar first. We need fair bit of that. We only have that much left. Let's make a few stacks of that. Did I grab the wedge chisel? I did not. And we want some more mortar. Yeah, let's just go for it. We're gonna go for it, gang. Guys from Saturn says the hot biomes need more varied and aggressive fauna. No, I disagree. I'm good. I don't need more aggressive fauna. I'm golden. Dad joke. I used to be a banker, but then I lost interest. But bump. That will get you fired, probably. I do think it'd be nice to have different fauna, different types in the south, though. Like, maybe in the desert you wouldn't find so many hyenas because there's nothing to eat there for them. And maybe you'd mostly find things... Whoops. Did I just do that? I did just do that. Oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. There we go. Like maybe in the desert you'd mostly find, like, I don't know, fennec foxes or something. Because like, there really aren't many that I know of big, scary things that live in the desert. Mostly, you know, small things, snakes and Gila monsters and stuff. So I don't think like having like lots of big, crazy desert fauna makes sense. But like certainly like in the savannah, elephants could be cool. Maybe, you know, tigers in the jungle, leopards. Wow, you know, one or the other or both. Let's see. Plop these in here. We'll do one more round of those from this guy here. Yeah, this is enough. It's about half of a little less than half of a full slab. Yeah, it does take a moment for the dad joke to pop up. Actual full bore desert is too warm to spawn hyenas. I think that's true once you get to certain temperatures, but there is a pretty wide temperature swing in deserts. So you can end up with plenty of cool enough deserts. In fact, right over here where they spawned, there were some that spawned literally right here. Because we were there for it. Siberian tigers would shake up the northern climate predators. They sure would. I do kind of wish that the predators didn't get along. Like, why do the brown bears and wolves just hang out and love each other? I mean, they shouldn't. I wish they were aggressive toward each other, which would be nice. Because then you might not come across, you know, big old packs of 1,000 wolves and 5 bears. Let's get this. You know what we could do? Let's do some stairs and some slabs here. Not a whole lot of them, apparently. I think I have one lurking somewhere, but it's fine. Oops. There we go. Alright, so that should do for now. For at least the rest of the stream, we should be good. Can't guarantee about later on, though. Alright, so fill that up. Oh, we need to turn these into horizontal slabs. There we go. Alright, so that's that. I think we have... I think I had a couple brick... I had like one brick here that I think we used last time, so... Yeah, we do need more andesite. This is the last of the andesite, so we Before we continue on the walls, like before we get to this part, we'll have to get a lot more andesite. Need more house moose. You agree, but hyenas aren't really a desert fauna either. Yeah. Although apparently there's over on one of the African coasts, there are hyenas that prey on seals, and like there's a lot of, you could call it beach, but it really is just desert, right up to the ocean, and they live there apparently. But there's like some scrub, like more you know, flora than you see here. All right, so we're going to grab these guys. Gonna tuck you. I want to put the mortar away. Well, everyone, that's about all the time we have for this episode of Vintage Story Desert Life. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the section below. But for now, as always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.